Hey, spend a minute with me. I've been living with the KEF LS50 Wireless II for weeks now, testing tracks, movies, quiet nights, loud sessions. And slowly it becomes clear who this pair is for. It's for the person who refuses to accept shallow sound, who wants depth, clarity, and a listening experience that makes you feel the room shift around you. If you care about how sound hits you, this is something you'll understand. If you want to check the current price or see if they're in stock, the link's ready for you. I had that "I'm done with mediocrity" moment when I plugged in old bookshelves again just to compare. The thin mids, lack of separation, weak bass, it came across harsh and hollow. It felt like settling. And honestly, once you hear what's possible, you don't want to go back to that. That's when you realize you've outgrown compromise. Switching to this speaker changed how music works around you. You press play, and everything breathes. The highs aren't sharp, they're alive. The mids don't crowd, they expand. The bass isn't just present, it resonates. It doesn't just play sound. It builds space. Listening becomes a full-body experience instead of background noise. Let me paint the everyday scenes. Late night, headphones off, stereo on, a track begins, and you don't just hear the song. You feel the air around vocals, the subtle shimmer of background keys, the bass warm and firm under your seat. Watching a movie, and environmental effects move around you, footsteps behind, ambient noise filling corners. Or chilling with friends, music at low volume, but the presence still feels rich and full. It doesn't matter how quiet or loud, it just fills the space with intention. If you've thought about upgrading to something serious, check the price now before availability shifts or stock changes. Gear like this tends to move. If you're hesitating, that makes sense. They seem like a commitment. But every time you look at standard speakers, you can already feel what you'd be missing: the texture, the separation, the richness of bass that's full instead of flat. Once you've felt that difference, it's hard to settle for less. One thing that really surprised me is how detailed they stay across genres. Whether it's acoustic, EDM, orchestral score, rock, everything lands with clarity, balance, and real space. No muddiness, no distortion, even when you push the volume. It doesn't strain, it delivers. Owning this pair changes your whole listening mindset. It's not about impressing others. It's about giving yourself sound that respects every note, every vibration, every silence in between. You'll sit back and suddenly your room, your music, your mood, all feel elevated. It feels like you finally gave your ears what they deserve. Pros feel like rich detail, wide soundstage, powerful yet controlled bass, faithful tonal balance, and immersive presence at any volume. Cons are mainly the need for space to breathe and a price point that demands commitment. You can keep comparing budget options, but deep down you know what you want. At some point, you choose the sound that resonates, the one that doesn't compromise. If you're ready to stop listening to compromises and start living inside your music, check the price now and grab the KEF LS50 Wireless II while you can.